Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, trained by David Diversa out of DMD's MMA with an official weight of 58.50 kilograms. 5 fights, 2 wins, 1 draw. Fighting out of Brunswick East, ladies and gentlemen, Marissa Baker. And across the ring is her opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Dwayne Harris and the team out of the World Fitness Cartel with an official weight of 59 kilograms even. 3 fights, 2 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Ferntree Gully, Tess Rowdy Robinson. With next speaking to manage charge is Jeff Eddy. Both fighters conceal the ring.
Tail of the tape. This one brought to you by RCR Financial Group. Baker, 5 fights, 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw in her pro career. Robinson, 3 fights, 2 and 1 record. This one at 59 kgs, full tie rules, 3 by 3 minute rounds. So Jeff Eddy, our referee, in charge of our second fight of the evening, and our only ladies bout on the card this evening. Marissa Baker taking on Tess Robertson at 59 kilograms. Full tie rules, 3 by 3 minute rounds. Robertson in the black trunks with the red trim. Baker in the black trunks with the red trim. Robinson in the black trunks with the blue trim. Gino, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, these two ladies had wrestling-style hype-up videos before this fight here. They were great to watch. I think they're both ready to prove their worth here at Power Play 50.
Yeah, caught a couple of Marissa Baker's fights. One this year, actually, earlier in the year. Loves to bring it.
Round 1.
A good match for her this evening as we're set for round number 1, and we're straight into it as Baker, known for aggressive style. They clinch after an early exchange right on the ropes in Baker's corner.
You gotta love full tie rules with the clinch here as both ladies just go absolutely at it early on here in this first round.
And Marissa Baker's had 4 fights as an amateur, Robertson 8, so plenty of experience at the amateurs, Muay Thai Victoria's system. And then coming up now into the pros, they've had respectively 8 fights between them. So they're straight to business as Baker trying to separate there and throw some leather here in the clinch. Robertson with a slight height advantage, probably a bit more significant than slight on the second look. But they separate and they go back to the center.
Good opportunity for both women just to catch their breath here. That clinch would have taken a lot out of both of them. Now they're just going to throw legs and see what pays off.
They tie up again. Baker has a very high energy style. It's my first time actually watching Tess Robertson, so interesting to see how she negates the relentless pressure that Baker's known for. And, with the height advantages that we saw in the last fight, you've got to use your distance. But Baker, seems like the game plan is to come in, tie up, clinch, negate the long limbs here of Robinson. As you can see, she's threatening that teep there with the almost not the elephant walk, almost a bit of a goose step. But as over the top comes Robinson. Now looking for the elbow there was Baker. They tie up in the corner again.
Yeah, really smart here by Baker. She's used her advantage, her upper body strength to lock it up here and take away the height and reach advantage here of Robinson.
I think those knees actually hurt Baker there from Robinson. She was able to get some leverage and sink one right in the abdominals there of Baker. But they exchange knees in the clinch until referee Jeff Eddy's seen enough and separates them back in the middle. Only round number 1 of 3 by 3 full tie rules here at Power Play 50. Robinson now just trying to walk down Baker into the neutral corner. And now it's her time to turn to engage the clinch.
This has been a really good showing of what full tie rules is all about here. The clinch being used by both women to try and score an advantage. But Robinson now is just throwing Baker around like a rag doll in that clinch.
It looks like Robinson's now starting to dominate the clinch exchanges. Baker would seem to be the one that was keen to initiate, but Robinson seems now to be, so far anyway, using her leverage, using her height, as Baker now trying to throw heavy lever there with a right, and then over the top, that one connected there to the side of the jaw of Robertson, and another from Baker. This is consecutive shots here for Marissa Baker, rattling the skull here of Robertson, and they tie up yet again.
Vader-style right hands there from Baker, trying to open up the eye of Robinson if she can. As soon as they break apart, Robinson's eyes just opened so wide, and she played that game too, locked her up, and very quickly scored some points there with the judges.
See there, Robinson trying to utilise those elbows. Baker definitely the more aggressive of the two. That last flurry there in that last 10-20 seconds landed 3 or 4 unanswered shots, so maybe that'll tip 1 or 2 of the judges over there in that first round. I'd have to give the first one to probably Baker, just on a slight edge. Robinson will be a 10-9, but we've set for round number 2. 3 by 3 minute rounds, full tie rule. Second fight of the evening here at Power Play 50. Steve White and Gino Gambino here with you ringside all evening as they get back to work. Do it to these two. Robinson now trying to chop to the outside lead there of Baker, as the one is answered in kind there by Baker after Robinson threw the initial leg kick.
Yeah, that leg kick echoed throughout the pavilion here. You heard that one from outside, and Baker smart enough to lock up real kick and take it away from her.
Again, they go back to the clinch. Looking for a sweep there was Tess Robinson. Obviously, the new rules this year in terms of how a sweep is scored coming into effect, been a talking point all season, all year here in Victoria. But they go back to the centre of the ring. At a minute down now here in fight number 2 for the evening, round number 2 of fight 2 to be exact. There's looking for some short, dirty boxing now. Here is Baker. She lands a straight right through the guard there of Robertson. That one stung, and Tess content to clinch.
Robertson's doing well here. As soon as that lockup takes away, as soon as they get split up by Robertson there, she just comes out with a kick or a punch to counter.
Baker very active with the hands. That's her best weapon. She goes now to the perineal of Robinson as she advances, tries to throw the jumping knee there on the ropes. And referee Jeff Eddy's seen enough. Spinning back kick well off target.
I like the showmanship, I'm all here for it. This fight's actually been quite exciting from the start, and these women are going hell for leather here in the second round.
Yeah, the work rate's been fantastic as Baker again locks up with Robinson, now trying to lean on her, make her carry her weight to some degree as best you can in the clinch. Referee separates them and they go back. Little mouse under the left eye there of Marissa Baker, probably from one of those short elbows from Robinson. Nice 2-1 there from Baker as she comes in on the exit with the hook. Nice footwork there from Marissa Baker. Robinson, nice with the head kick. Didn't get all of it, just the toes. Oh, and that snapped the head back there of Tess Robinson from Marissa Baker. And the corner gets up, and like what they're seeing so far, I'd have to say that red corner is certainly ahead on the scorecard for mine, depending on how you're watching it at home. But Marissa Baker starting to pull away here in this second round.
Yeah, I felt like Robinson had a strong first round there. We might have called it a little bit differently in the first, but this second one has definitely been all Baker.
Yeah, that straight right she's using to her advantage. To the body, changing levels. Nice there from Baker. Robinson, though, tough as they come, taking everything Marissa's throwing at her. And then, so there's a big right hand. I think that rocked Robinson. 10 seconds left here in the second round. We'll see if there's a late exchange between these two ladies. And that will do it. As Marissa Baker, I'd have to give round number 2 to her, as I mentioned earlier, Gino, but exciting round from both ladies.
Well, we'll have a look at the replay action of that second round. It's the first time in the fight I saw Robinson's face change. In that first round, she had those wide eyes. She felt like she knew what she was doing, but then she threw a couple of blows from Baker I don't think she was expecting, and the face changed almost like a little bit of confusion. She's like, hold on a second, this wasn't my game plan. Baker's doing a great job in controlling that second round. The blue corner's going to have some strong words with Robinson if he wants to win that third.
Yeah, spot on. I think it was the second or third straight right she landed right through the the guard there of Robertson was what sort of turned the momentum of that round at least, and then yeah, didn't seem to have an answer for the rest of it. But still 3 minutes between now and the judge's decision potentially. And Tess Robertson, tough as they come. Both of these ladies leaving it all out there here at Power Play 50.
Hey boys, too much Vaseline, get the Vaseline off it.
And I think referee Jeff Eddy's just saying that there's too much Vaseline there on that little mouse over the left eye, under the left eye, I should say, of Marissa Baker. Action is restarted here between Robertson and Baker, and they are straight out of the gate as Baker throwing leather here, landing on Robertson, 2 or 3 unanswered shots, and they clinch again.
I'm a strong believer and supporter of women's kickboxing. Got to say, it's some of the most exciting fights I've seen throughout the years. Always been to women's kickboxing, and these two here are proving my point.
Indeed, as Robinson elects to knee there on the exit, he's got to get to work here. As Baker out working her at the moment, that's just a bit of a slip and a push. Nothing that will score well there on the cards. As you see, Robinson's just been threatening the teep and then using it to close the distance and clinch on Baker, but Baker's answering with the right and finding a home for it.
And you've got to give it to Robinson. She has not come out in this round any more timid or scared at all of Baker. She goes, that's okay, I'll bring it to you.
Indeed, as she closes it, the distance yet again in the red corner. But in terms of the clinch work, I mean, she's had the leverage that's not as active as I would have liked, or as clean. It's very difficult, particularly when you're up against a smaller opponent, because they get that top of the head under the chin. That's where the real battle is, in the clinch. As Robertson now just thrown to the body. About a minute remaining here in round number 3.
I like that body kick just hurt Robertson there. She took a second just to pause. She didn't bother to counter either. Baker's definitely showing some strong, willing kickboxing here in round number 3.
You can see now blood coming out of the nose of Tess Robinson. She's worn everything though. Marissa Baker's thrown at her and she's still standing right in front of her. As they get back to work. Can't be too much longer left here in round number 3. As Robertson looking like she was trying to lead him with that step-up elbow before she clinched. Just couldn't land it.
You can see the fatigue now settling in for both fighters. The clinches are being used more for a rest than they are for an attack or a defense.
As Robertson now elects to go to the body via the right leg. And almost found a home there. That thing glanced off the shoulder there, the right shoulder of Marissa Baker. That could have very well been good nights. But again, the clinch, probably about 60-70% of the fight been spent in the clinch. I'd have to say the clinching exchanges. Robertson definitely the stronger of the two, but I think Baker's actually probably landed a little bit more damage in the clinch.
Smart work by both fighters here, playing to their strengths. I just feel like Robertson wants to unload it. Those kicks, that nice head kick there. Maybe didn't find the mark, but it is a good point scoring opportunity.
The inside thigh goes Robertson. As Baker chops to the outside of the left leg. As time expires here in this third and final round between Marissa Baker and Tess Robinson. That will do it. To the judges' scorecard we go for the second fight in a row. Tess Robinson and Marissa Baker leaving it all in the ring, but the hands of the judges will determine the winner of this bout here at Power Play 50.
You felt like Baker may have done enough. We'll have a look at the replay here of round number 3. But Robertson had a really good fight as well. Defensively smart in the way she approached those clinches, but Baker was the aggressor throughout. She found opportunities to score points. She did take a couple of knocks that could have been, as you said, good night for either fighter, but we have a feeling the red corner may have been the stronger throughout all 3 rounds, but we've been surprised by the judges before.
Indeed, the mine's probably the more active and definitely the more varied in terms of the techniques, and definitely I think controlled the ring, but Tess Robinson controlled the distance and locked up with Marissa, threatened with that teep, but I think Marissa's probably landed the more damaging strikes as well. Both ladies well and truly marked up, but we'll see what the judges deliver here in just a few moments here at Power Play 50. Half century in terms of fight cards, not in terms of years, because I'd be much older than I would. Not even a half century myself.
I feel like you got an age issue. You brought it up like 3 times and I threw out. But you're right, Power Play 50 is such a monumentous moment here for Joe Nader and the team. And what a fight. Fight number 2 here between Marissa Baker and Tess Robertson as it goes to the judges.
It's all that Ozempic, mate. I'm looking for a sponsorship, by the way. No.
I got a bloke. Anyway, that's another story for another time.
Well, I'm not looking for the skeleton look just yet. But no, I'm just... anyway, looking for our official decision from this fight between Marissa Baker and Tess Robertson here at Power Play 50. Let's go down to John Demicoli, standing by with our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we head to the judges' scorecards, their decision. Your first judge scored the contest 29-28, Robertson. Your second judge scored the contest 29-28, Baker. Your third and deciding judge scored the contest 29-28 to your winner via split points decision. Red corner, Marissa Baker.
So Marissa Baker